If you've ever wanted to know exactly how much someone is earning and what they're spending when they say they make multiple six figures a year, that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. I'm going to give you my breakdown of all of my income, all of my expenses from Q1, where that income was coming from, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to be talking about how we are actually using some of our income to reinvest in other types of businesses to grow our portfolio even more. Now, if some of those words are like, what is she talking about? I'm going to break it down really easily because I just want to say, like, I am not like a accountant money person. Like, it's confusing to me. And my husband, thankfully, is an accountant. So he made this profit and loss comparison chart for me, which was super helpful. And then I also pulled some data from some different sources to kind of break down where our income is coming from. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So let's just start with how much money did I make in Q1? Now, this is not what is going in our personal bank account. Okay. That's different because as your business grows, even from the very beginning, actually, you should separate. You should have a business bank account and a personal bank account. And then how you pay yourself is going to depend on how you set up your business. So we are an S Corp. We switched to an S Corp model based on the advice of our CPA. And we did that once we hit a certain amount of income each year. So we pay ourselves as an employee of our business via payroll. So like technically I am an employee of my business as the CEO and owner. So when I say like how much money the business has earned, I don't want you to think like that's what's going in our personal bank account. Now, because we have things like expenses and because we want to be smart tax-wise, we don't want to put all of that in our personal bank account and then pay all that income tax on it. So we're trying to like make smart tax decisions. I am not an expert at that. So definitely when you start making significant income, talk to a CPA. They will help you. So the business earned the amount of sales that I made in Q1, which is January, February, March, obviously, is $236,697.36. The majority of that was from two things. I had a live launch of my program, the Resource Academy, in March. And then we are continually running ads to the Resource Academy outside of the launch time that allow people to sign up on Evergreen, which means at any time. So that's my biggest money maker by far because that's what I'm promoting the most. TPT I made, let's see, this says 12K, but when I actually looked inside of TPT, it was $14,652.79. And then probably around 5K of that was from low ticket offers that I was not promoting at all. But a cool thing that happened is when I was doing the live launch of my program, the Resource Academy, in March, I was running a lot of ads, like a lot of ad spend, which I'll talk about ad spend. So make sure you stay tuned. I was running meta ads, which means through my Facebook page and my Instagram account. And when you do that, you get a lot of traffic to those accounts, particularly Instagram. And so I was getting tons of new follows. I think I got like 300 new follows in one day towards the end because I was running a ton of ads. And also, I have my Instagram account set up so that when people come to my account, it's easy for them to buy. They can comment a word and then it sends them the sales page to some of my lower ticket offers. And so all of that $5,000 came from just people going to my Instagram and buying. I want to say organically, but it really wasn't organic. But I was running ads to something else and then they found other offers that way. So like semi-organic, I guess you would say. Okay, so that's the total amount of like earnings, sales. Let's talk about my expenses. I spent a lot on Facebook ads this quarter because of my live launch. I spent $97,000 on Facebook ads. And I actually just joined a really high ticket ads coaching program. And I am already seeing my cost per lead go way down. So that amount should go down as I learn more about ads. I had always just run ads without really a lot of training. I had bought some like really low ticket trainings for ads, but nothing like what I am in now, where the person who I am learning from now, she used to work for like a huge advertising agency that did ads for like Dollar General and like big names. So she really knows what she's doing and she's helping us a ton. So I think my ad cost is going to come down and then we're going to start getting on things like Google ads and TikTok ads. So that's going to be coming soon. So a lot of money on ads. And then I spent around $19K on team and contractors. So that includes the people who are working for me. I have a business manager, a customer service manager. I have a video editor for my YouTube videos. I have a social media manager and I have a podcast manager who like edits the podcast, puts it in the platform. She writes a blog post from it. So those are the people on my team. And then I feel like I paid a couple other contractors, probably a graphic designer because I have a VIP day with a graphic designer, so I paid her. So that's team and like one-off contractors for Q1. Then we had like life insurance and health insurance. That was about $2,000. And then I'm trying to make sure I'm reading this correctly. Office software and supplies was $4,500. So that's like Kajabi, Deadline Funnel, Opt-in Monster, any like subscription, like Asana I pay for, Airtable, Tailwind is a fee. And a lot of times, because it's the beginning of the year and those are like renewing at the beginning of the year, that will be more. And then as the year goes on, that will come down. So a lot of those hit in Q1. So like Kajabi, I just pay once per year. That hit in Q1. So then those expenses will go down as the year goes on. Let's see, anything else? Oh, and then I told you guys I joined that really high ticket coaching program. That was $69,000. So like really high ticket. And let me just say, I've never invested in something like this before. And it was like a lot for me to do that. And by a lot, I mean, it was a huge decision, but I always know that when I invest, I'm going to get my little hiney in gear and I am going to earn that back plus a lot more. And I am already seeing a return on my investment. This also included like a mastermind, like a really high level mastermind with 10 other people who are 7 and 8 figure earners. And I always want to be in a room with people who are earning more than me because that's where I want to be. And I want to learn from them and be in community with them. So I wasn't just paying for like the ad stuff. I was paying for a community and a mastermind and a coach. So I get also Voxer access every day to my coach who teaches me ads, but I'm also asking her things like, how is your team structured? And, are you hiring people for personal stuff? Like all the things. So that's really exciting, but also a huge expense, obviously, for Q1, which I won't have to pay for again throughout the rest of the year. So then we're paying ourselves monthly via payroll. So my husband, he's like part-time and then I'm full-time. So we're paying both of ourselves through payroll. And then any money that we have left over, we leave in our business bank account. And so I told you at the end of the video, I was going to tell you guys two things. Pause. You may be thinking, okay, tell us how much you pay yourselves. I don't love to do that because our CPA just tells us like, we sat down with our CPA. I don't want to tell you a number because I don't want you to use that number and then do it incorrectly. If you are an S Corp, you should meet with your CPA and talk to them about like how much you're working, like what would be a reasonable salary. If you were going to be replaced, what would you pay someone else to do what you do? And then they will help you find like that monthly salary for yourself. Now you can also take money outside of that salary. You can take like owner contributions, I believe they're called, but I'm not going to tell you like a specific number, not because I'm like, I don't want you to know, but because I don't want you to copy what I'm doing and then do it wrong. So if you choose to move to an S Corp, then talk to a CPA about what your payroll should be. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is I told you guys I would tell you what we are going to do with this additional income. So we are always looking, my husband and I are always looking for new ways to build our wealth and to leave a legacy of wealth for our children. And so my husband has been looking into like real estate investing. So we plan to do some real estate investing with that nest egg that we have built. So we tend to leave a lot of it in my business bank account so we can pull from it to invest in other areas. So if he wants to help someone with like a house flip and then he gets a percentage, he gets his money back plus a percentage for being an investor, or if he wants to buy a storage unit and then we earn that passive income. So his plan this year with the additional income that we have made that's still in the business bank account is to reinvest that into other streams of income so that we have a variety. We're not just putting all of our eggs in one basket. We have a variety of streams of income so that if one goes away or something happens to me and I can't work, he still has these other streams that are making us money every single month. So I hope that was a good bird's eye view into our income for Q1. If you like this video, let me know. If you want me to start doing income reports or see anything else, just send me a message on Instagram at Lindsay Bowden. I love to voice memo people back. And make sure that you come back next week and I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.